Hi, Steve Arterburn here, and I want to give you a word or two about narcissistic personality disorder. Now, we throw around the word narcissist all the time, and we come to believe that these people are demons sometimes, and it's just so painful, the impact that they have on our lives. How do you spot one? Well, you know it, you feel it, but there are some things that narcissists have in common. Just so we all know what we're talking about. They lack empathy. They really don't identify what are the needs of other people, or they just don't have a desire to connect with other people. They don't feel what other people are feeling, and so they say things that are so hurtful sometimes, and maybe they don't even realize it, but sometimes they absolutely do. Now, the narcissist, second thing is that they have a very overblown sense of self-importance, and they just might mentally check out and start talking even when you're trying to relate to them, one person to another. And then they always feel like they're special, and often a narcissist will have a birth story that's almost like a story like Jesus or something of that nature. And one of the guys I worked with was absolutely a narcissist. His mother kept him in the womb a month too long, waiting for his father to be found, who was a prisoner of war. I don't know how much of that is true, but it certainly made this person special. Now, we can judge a narcissist, and we can criticize a narcissist as we're going through these different things that we see, and I've given you three, but we can ask ourselves this rather than judge. Why does this person need to feel so admired? Why is it that they don't understand other people? Why do they have this unrealistic sense of entitlement and they expect everybody else to just bow down to them? Well, it's because, and most people believe this to be true, there is a reason. They have a wound. And in our next session, we're going to talk about why does this happen in a person? How do they emerge in life with this grandiose lack of awareness of themselves, and really a lack of awareness of other people? Because I think if we can be compassionate, loving, and caring, we're going to get the best result possible in relating to a full-blown narcissist. Let me give you a scripture that I think is important for us just to keep in mind. It's Philippians 2:13. And I would use this for anybody living with or working with a narcissist, and I would use it with the narcissists themselves. And it is this: God is working in you, giving you the desire and the power to do what pleases Him. And I think when a narcissist finally comes to the end of themselves and humbly submits to God, I think some things start to happen that only could happen under the power of God. Now, we'll talk about some other things that are helpful, but for right now, I'm just challenging you to, maybe if you're listening to this and you're a narcissist, to see how many of these things I talked about are true about you. And then also, I want you to come to believe that God really wants the best for you. And there's a little bit of desire coming out that's saying, I want to be different. I want to be better. And God will use that. And then if you live with or work with a narcissist, just know that something has happened in their lives. We'll talk about it in a minute. And if you do know that there's something hurtful there, then you might be willing to give them a second chance. But whatever we do, we just don't want to enable these behaviors. We don't want to let them go without the person knowing, we see you. And I think that's kind of scary for a narcissist, to know that others see them in a different light. Thanks for joining me here, and thanks for tuning in here to Christianity.com.